our episode 2 of Team Red Talks Nintendo. As usual, got the diva and Nia the commoner with us as well. So, how are y'all doing tonight?
Doing awesome. Yeah, yo. Yo.
Oh, so yeah, let's get to it. What do you want to talk about first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
go ahead.
A weird name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very briefly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For some reason.
Ponies.
Yeah, I like the first one.
Cool. It's a pretty decent game. What?
That's
That was
so
hot.
exciting. It looks really good.
And yet again, oh, why can't they put it on the Wii U? Why? That was sick.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For me, well, let's see what's the Kirby being the new announcement that we knew nothing about, so that was pretty exciting. The Project Treasure, what's the name of it actually? The actual name again?
So Lost Reavers.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I kind of like that game, how it stood out. It's not Project Chins anymore, so that's a good thing. We don't have to look at just chins, but looks fun. I mean, you get to play with multiplayer online and everything, so that's pretty cool. What else stood out to me? For the most part, it was mostly those two games. There are some others, but I just kind of wasn't really too hyped because we already knew about them. So it's not like I wasn't hyped. It's just we already knew about a good portion of them.
Right.
So that's pretty much where I stand on that. So.
Oh yeah.
For me, Star Fox Zero, obviously, I want Star Fox. It's looking better now. The new level that they showed looked really nice. Only bummer, obviously, is the lack of online multiplayer.
Oh,
it's just,
yeah.
That co-op mode that they showed is really weird. One person flies, the other person shoots. I don't like it. Maybe some people will enjoy it, but I won't. Other than that, the game's looking good. It looks prettier graphically, which is what I wanted. It looks a little faster, I guess, but it's looking solid. It's just the online multiplayer is missing. That's the only bad thing about that.
Yeah.
And it didn't get delayed, so that was awesome. I thought it was gonna get delayed for sure, especially when Miyamoto came out, because I saw his ass and I was like, oh shit, this is getting delayed. But luckily it was not, so that's cool. It's coming out April 22nd, I believe. And then I'm probably gonna get attacked for saying this, but Federation Force looks a lot better than what they initially showed.
Yeah. I can agree to that. I am
not saying it is a good game. I'm not saying I like that stupid chibi art style or anything like that. I am simply saying from what they showed us initially and then what they showed us now, it's worlds of difference. And maybe it'll turn out to be an interesting game. I don't know. I don't really care for Metroid. It's not my franchise, so I don't really give a shit either way, but I understand why a lot of people don't like Federation Force, and I can't blame them for that because that's not a normal Metroid game. But it looks like an interesting game. I think to me anyways, it looks like a different kind of game, and they threw Metroid's name on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me anyways. Like, it could have been a better game. I think people would be more receptive of it if it wasn't called Metroid. But because otherwise it looks pretty cool. Like, I think there's 4-player online co-op, something you can't even get on the home console for some reason, but the 3DS gets it. And the Super NES games coming to the new 3DS. I didn't catch that at first. I thought it was just coming to all the 3DSs. Then I was reading articles later that it was only to the new 3DS.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
That is a bummer. But not for me, because I got a new 3DS. For people who have the old one, that sucks.
That does suck.
You cannot convince me that a 3DS can not run a Super Nintendo video game.
I think it's a bunch of bullcrap, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, there's no way.
There's no way. There's no way you can't run it. Obviously, they just want you to upgrade, and it's whatever. That's what businesses do. But, like, come on. Come up with a better excuse.
Yeah.
Other than that, Pokkén's looking good. They didn't show much of Twilight Princess, which was weird because it was coming out the next day. So I thought they were going to show a little more of it.
Yeah.
But obviously, it came out the next day, and it was really good anyways. And we all know what Zelda's about. Everyone's played Twilight Princess for the most part, I think.
Yeah.
Anyone who was interested anyways. So that was good. Pokkén, I like Pokkén. It's looking really solid. And I don't really generally care much for fighting games, but what they're showing looks good. I tried a demo today at Toys R Us. They had a demo station set up, and it was pretty fun. Other than that, there wasn't too many highlights, I guess, at least on the Wii U side. Yeah, Lost Reavers looks cool.
Yeah.
Graphically, obviously, it's not great.
It's not that great,
It's
no.
a free-to-play game, so I don't really expect too much, to be honest.
Right.
But, yeah, free-to-play, 4-player online, so that's cool. Guess it's the Paper Mario was shown off. A lot of people don't seem to like it. I don't know. I think it's a little too early to say. It looks interesting to me, anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For some reason, people don't like it. I guess it looks like sticker stars is the complaint.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
We'll see. I don't know. Like, it could be good. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, yeah, the Kirby game, that looks amazing, and it really sucks that it's not on Wii U, because I'm salty as hell that all we got for Kirby on the Wii U was that terrible fucking Rainbow Curse. I hate that game so much. I hate it so much. And it's the only Kirby game we got on the Wii U. 3DS got 2 good Kirby games. They got Triple Deluxe. Now they're getting this one. And this one looks really cool. The robot looks like the robot from Mega Man X. So I instantly loved it.
Right.
Yeah, so those are kind of the highlights for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as for me, I mean, like, really, like, the main highlights for me obviously were, like, Monster Hunter, because I freaking love Monster Hunter, even though I'm sick of playing it on the 3DS. Like, I'm sick of handheld Monster Hunter. I wish that they would freaking bring Monster Hunter to a console. Like, I don't even care if it's not a Nintendo console. Like, bring it on a console where I could play it with a controller on my TV. Because,
Right.
like, Monster Hunter is so, like, the gameplay is so, like, in-depth. Like, the mechanics of the game are so in-depth that I cannot stand playing it on my 3DS. Now, if it's, like, a little small game like Box Boy or something like that, of course I don't have a problem playing things like that on my 3DS, but games like Monster Hunter, you know, any kind of, like, remotely open world game, sandbox game in the case of Monster Hunter, I want to play,
on a larger TV.
yes, I want to play it on the TV. I want to play it with my controller. Like, that's me. Of course, you know, Planet Robobot looks so dope. Like,
looks so good.
oh my god, so dope. Like, Kirby is, like, so adorable, but he's so badass all the same. It's just, I don't understand. I really don't understand. Like, he's just got it. Like, and you can do so many things.
Best of both worlds, cute and badass at the
same time. Cute and badass. So you know he's gonna have the angry face on the North American box art.
Yeah, like, I don't know why
they make him look like a beast on the American boxes.
Yeah, like anywhere else he's all happy and stuff, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be a cute game. No, he's gonna whoop your ass. But then on the North American boxes is like, nah, he's really gonna kick your ass.
Oh yeah, like they make him look like a total badass, and he is. Like, he's cute and adorable. He would F you up, bro. Like, don't mess with Kirby. He got those hands.
I think he might be one of the strongest Nintendo characters.
For sure. Yeah, definitely.
The unspoken hero that nobody like. He's just a cute little blob of Bismol. Nah, man.
It would be really unfortunate for anybody to underestimate Kirby.
Really.
That's for sure.
A couple of things that did stand out for me that came out of Nintendo Direct were actually surprisingly Pokkén Tournament, as well as Dragon Quest. Like, I've never played a Dragon Quest game before. I know, like, that's like blasphemy for some people, but I've never played. But this one looks so good, and it's like a complete remake, right? Like, from the ground up, like
before
3D
it was
visuals.
like 2D or something. Now they're all 3D animations. So they did a big upgrade to it.
I might actually check that out. Yeah, that'd be right. Like, that'd be my first Dragon Quest, and then of course.
Oh, good, both we could experience.
Yay! That is so awesome. I'm looking forward to that. And then, like, y'all know from, like, you know, TRTN #1, I'm not really a big Pokemon person, but Pokkén Tournament looks pretty dope.
It does.
Like, it looks like a really good mix of what Pokemon fans would like, I would assume. I don't really play Pokemon, I'm just assuming. And kind of like somewhat, I guess, more casual fighting people would like. Like, they kind of did it seems like it's a really good mix of the two.
Yeah. It looks like they tried to balance it more towards a Pokemon's fan's preference than a fighting fan, which is fine.
For sure.
This game is obviously not here to dethrone, like, Killer Instinct or Street Fighter.
It's gonna be at Evo though, which is crazy.
Yeah, but come on, we all know why it's there.
We know why it's there. Nintendo put in that change.
Yeah.
Like, hey, put my game in there, boy. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm kind of salty too about the fact that they kind of just glazed over my Nintendo. Like, what a freaking cock tease,
right? I think that's gonna get its own thing. Like, it's gonna get its own direct.
Yeah, probably.
I can't imagine that they want to just glaze over it, right? That's really important.
I really want to know more about this freaking account system. Like, I'm just ready for it to be here already, and I want these points. Like, I really want these points. Anyway, Paper Mario looks good. I don't want to judge it too early either.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's still early, so I'm just kind of taking a wait-and-see approach. But I actually like Sticker Star, even though I do acknowledge all of the things that was wrong with Sticker Star. I did enjoy it for what it was. It wasn't like a great, you know, Paper Mario RPG type of experience that we were experiencing in the past Paper Mario games, but it was a fun little game for what it was. And that's just kind of what I take from this as well, for Color Splash.
Yeah, let's just hope it's not like a rush title. That's all.
Yeah, I hope that they actually put some work into it. But it's funny
Put some
because
time into it because like the Wii U, like at least now, the games come out infrequently. So when they come out,
Yeah.
they need to be good.
They
like,
need to be good. But you know, it's interesting though because like there was a rumor like that Paper Mario Wii U was coming out like some time ago. So this might have been in the works for a little bit.
Yeah, that was rumored a while ago.
And at first I thought it was a bunch of bullcrap. I'm like, ain't no freaking Paper Mario. Like this console is almost dead. Ain't no freaking Paper Mario coming over here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got freaking Paper Jam, and I was like, okay, yeah, maybe that's what they were talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I thought when it came out to the 3DS. I'm like, yeah, that makes more sense. But it's coming here, and people don't like it. But we'll see. It could be good.
Right. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see. I don't know. Kuuppon, did you get a chance to give your opinions of what stood out to you for
Yeah, I did.
the Direct? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I guess with that being said, then since we're talking about the since we're talking about that HODL dry release for 2016, so what does the Nintendo Direct? I guess like what do you think that means for the NX then? Since like one of the things that a lot of people notice too about the Nintendo Direct is that a lot of the games that are coming for now through the summertime,
yeah.
like it's like really packed. Like we got like two games at least on average coming out.
1 month this month.
Right.
That's very uncommon for the first half of the year for Nintendo. So, like I don't know how many clues people need to understand that the NX is coming this year, but like that's a pretty big one because every year in the Wii U's life cycle, the first half of the year has been dry.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like that this year, and there's obviously a reason for it.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like it looks like maybe they'll support the Wii U after. I don't really believe them when they say that. I kind of think it's going to be NX going forward.
I don't think so. Like, because every time they say that they're going to support their console, like they don't. Like, look what happened with the Wii. We got
it got dropped like instantly.
Like after Skyward Sword, we had absolutely nothing until like the next like holiday season when the freaking Rainfall games came out. I don't remember exactly when they came, but it was a minute. It was a while until we got those games.
It was pretty much just like Zelda that year.
Zelda was like the only thing that came out in like 2011.
Yeah.
Wait, or
and
was
I
that
think
2010?
That Kirby
I
game
don't
came
remember.
out too.
Yeah.
Kirby Return to Dreamland.
Yeah, that was a really good one. By the way.
That one too. I remember. Golly. So I don't really believe them when they say that they're gonna be supporting the Wii. Like I think it's gonna be another Wii situation. So that's why I'm thinking that whenever like the summer is up, they need to start revving up for this NX, and just bring it out this year. Because having another year of like nothing like we did with the Wii, like that was brutal.
Yeah, I don't understand why anyone would want to go through that again.
Like luckily at that time, like I had like my PS3 too to kind of help me with the wait till like Wii U.
Yeah, I had my 360, so it was like kind of whatever, but it was definitely slow in that year.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
I don't think they should, to be honest. Like, I don't see why they should split their efforts.
No.
Like, I get you want to keep your Wii U owners happy, but let's be real, they're all gonna buy an NX anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, what does it matter?
And one thing that a lot of people forget too is like they forget that because Nintendo has like this seniority in the gaming industry that like they forget that Nintendo is really not that big. Like their studios are really not that big.
Don't have that many people working. That's always been like a huge problem, especially this gen, because they had to do everything themselves, but they don't have that many employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really don't.
And they don't really seek help from outside companies for the most part. They did it a little more like with Hyrule Warriors,
right?
And Smash Brothers. They got help, but they don't do it enough.
They need to do it more.
I guess they're just like scared that the other guys won't make games good enough for them. But
they need to get over that for real.
Yeah,
so, like, these guys make good games if you give them the time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the reason like some of these games come out broken. It's not because these studios are incompetent. It's because like the goddamn publishers force them to bring it out so they can make money faster.
Right, exactly. I thought that Hyrule Warriors was a good situation, though.
Yeah, I think it worked out well because it was the
it.
best-selling Dynasty Warriors game ever, and well, they sold like 1 million copies. So Dynasty Warriors don't cost a lot of money to make, so obviously they made money on that deal.
Right. I think they need to do more of that.
More of those.
Huh?
Yeah, they
yeah,
should
they
do
do.
more.
I thought they were gonna do more Warrior games with different franchises. Because that was like
Definitely
a
should
big
do
success.
Fire Emblem next.
Fire Emblem Warriors, please make it happen.
Fire Emblem makes perfect sense, but obviously the real choice is Mario.
Oh
So,
no, come on.
just
Fire
shut
Emblem
up.
first. They do. Mario is everywhere. He already has spin-offs.
he needs
he
a
does
Warriors
enough
game.
as
I
it
don't.
is.
I don't have a
know.
Mario Warriors game. So
I don't
I'm
give a
like,
damn
We
what you
don't
don't have.
need. We don't need Mario Warriors.
you don't need Fire Emblem either.
Let me tell you this. I think there's a possibility that Fire Emblem Warriors could possibly happen, or at least something related to Fire Emblem, because
I think it might happen. I just
Nintendo-
don't know if it'll happen this year though.
But like
Yeah.
Nintendo's been whoring out Fire Emblem like crazy, like
Because they found a new cash cow.
you know,
You gotta buy 3 games to get the full
Yeah.
experience. That's crazy.
That's so
I've never
crazy.
seen that before.
And I think that Fire Emblem Fates might actually be doing well, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
it is
think
because apparently
doing
it's
well.
really good, so that's good.
That's crazy. Like, I remember when they used to largely ignore Fire Emblem. They didn't even want to bring it over here to the
Yeah.
West. I bet you they regret it now. They brought it over at a good time, I guess.
Now people like it.
Yeah, but I guess, you know what, maybe Fire Emblem wouldn't be in a place that it is now if it wasn't for Smash Bros. Because if
It's
they would
obviously
have,
because of Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Like Smash Brothers is what made it popular.
if they would have brought it over preemptively, they probably wouldn't be where it is today, to be honest. But everybody was like, "Oh yeah, who are these cool characters in Smash Bros? Like bring them over," and then they never did. But then they finally did, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, yeah!" So that kind of added to like the hype, I guess. You know.
I just wish they would bring Fire Emblem back to the console though.
They need to. I don't want to play Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I want to play legit Fire Emblem.
I don't understand that.
I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, but I mean, I hear that it's actually pretty good, but I'm sorry, I can't get over the aesthetics. I know it's really shallow.
I was watching gameplay of it. I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't look fun to me.
Yeah, I can't get over it. It's just, I can't.
I'm not feeling it. I don't know. Maybe it is fun, but like from what I was watching, it didn't look fun.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. But shout outs to those of you out there who will be checking it out and, you know, taking a load for all of us. It's cool.
Yeah. It's a little too much for me, I think.
Yeah. Yes. So I guess we can go ahead and move on to the next topic. I thought like freaking Alex was supposed to be hosting. I'm hosting now.
I hosted last week.
Okay, whatever. You playing a game anyway. I guess I'll host. I ain't doing nothing. So I guess we can go ahead and move on to Nintendo Land IRL.
Oh shit!
Nintendo Land IRL. So excited!
I still can't believe it's real.
It's real. I'm so excited.
2020
though, yes. So I guess I'll go ahead and read a little blurb. It's from Techno Buffalo. And it says that Nintendo is still working with Universal Studios Japan to carve out its own separate corner of the park. And the gears are still turning on the project despite the public not hearing it for about overly a year. According to Japanese newspaper Sankei, Nintendo and Universal have combined to drop 40 billion yen, which translates to $356 million, into the project. And the park will primarily be focused on the Super Mario universe. Sorry, Legend of Zelda fans, the newspaper reports that the park should be open and running by the year 2020, just in time for the Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Just remember though, Universal Studios Japan is located in Osaka, not Tokyo. It's not as close and definitely not as cheap to get as you might expect. Also, don't expect to actually get in if you make plans to go. Between Resident Evil, Harry Potter, and now Super Mario Brothers, you're guaranteed at least a 4-hour wait, no matter what attraction you've come to see. Universal Studios Japan is notorious for its wait times, and Mario is bound to lure in both the Japanese population and international fans alike. Best to let a friend go and live vicariously through their pictures afterwards. I'm not gonna let this deter me. I'm going.
I'm not going to the Japan one. I'm going to go to the one in LA.
Whenever they bring it to America, then yes, I will go. And I don't care if it's Super Mario at first.
That's crazy. That's coming the same time as the Olympics. That's good. That's really good timing.
That's gonna get them some.
Yeah. So since it's based around the Super Mario universe, that means we might actually get IRL Baby Park. Oh my god.
Yep.
Baby Park.
So excited.
They better have some sort of Mario Kart thing.
Oh my god. If they
Yeah,
don't
they're
have
gonna have,
IRL
like, a
Baby
little
Park, I'm
cart.
gonna cry.
They
You can
gotta
get a
have
little cart,
Mario
and
Kart.
you can throw some real blue shells at niggas. You will end a friendship that day.
Real
be
blue
amazing.
shells. How would that work? Oh my
I
goodness.
don't know, but they'll make it work somehow. They'll do some, it's Japan. They'll do some technical stuffs on the wall or some crap. They'll have like the Mario Kart indoors.
Virtual blue
virtual
shells.
Mario
Virtual
Kart or
blue
something.
shells. You know
Yeah.
what? That kind of like how they have like the Jaws ride. It's not actually
Yeah.
real. But like,
Yeah, yeah.
But
like they could simulate it. Like they could make like the seats vibrate if you quote unquote get hit by a blue shell or something like that.
Yeah, then you start vibrating and you stop.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
I think so.
I would be so okay with
that'd
that.
be dope.
So, what attractions would y'all want to see other than obviously Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Obviously,
I think a Luigi's Mansion haunted house would be
That
cool.
would be
Oh
cool.
my!
Yeah,
that
that'd
would
be
be really cool.
That'd be exciting. Obviously, you need some sort of Mushroom Kingdom that you can walk around.
I
Yeah.
would love that. You know what? That might be like the central part of.
It's probably like the
their
hub.
display.
Yeah.
Like, Luigi's Mansion could be like a central location, and all that area is like spooky stuff and
Yeah.
things of that with the booze and all that stuff like that. And then maybe like later on, if once they expand and stuff, then they can bring Zelda in because I have to have Zelda.
You better believe that if this
They
is
better have some
successful,
horse riding with Epona playing
Oh!
the freaking ocarina so I can call that horse in.
Kuuppon, we gonna have to go. Oh my god!
They have some archery going on.
I'm so excited. But yeah, I think that they're gonna be starting with the Super Mario universe because obviously
Of
that's
course.
their most
Mario's the most
recognized.
recognizable.
Yeah, it's more recognizable, so they got
And,
it.
and it's gonna appeal to the younger people more
Yeah.
than
Oh, yeah.
Zelda would.
Yeah.
But you better believe that when this makes the money, because you bet your ass it's gonna make the money.
Of course,
Right.
it
They're
will,
gonna
yeah.
expand to like
They'll
Zelda
expand, so I have no
universe and
problem.
other
I have no
universes.
problem. No, yeah, they're gonna expand and they're gonna add their other.
Yeah, they'll add the other franchises later.
We'll get a
Zelda will
Kirby
come,
area
we'll
or
probably get
something.
Kirby and Donkey Kong. So
Definitely Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah, I know that's
Have a
coming.
jungle.
Too.
His locale would be all about jungles and shit.
I
and
bet you there would be some kind of like cart ride, like how there is in Donkey Kong Country.
oh
Swinging
yeah,
from trees and
minecart
stuff.
level.
Yes, I bet you there will be.
Yep.
I guarantee that's gonna happen. That would be
It
so
has
dope.
to. That'd be so cool.
Yep.
Oh my
Can't
god,
not
I'm just
have it.
excited thinking about it. The 2020 though, oh my god.
Yeah, it's so far. 4 years
Like,
ago.
how old am I gonna freaking be? Oh my god.
I will never be
I
too
don't
old
care.
to get to Nintendo Land.
I've always been a kid at heart, so it really wouldn't matter. I would be freaking 90 taking my little cripple butt over there to
Exactly.
freaking Nintendo Land
Hopefully,
with my freaking grandkids. And everything. About, get on this shit, let's go.
no. Hopefully, well, if Nintendo Land is still in existence by the time we're 90 years old, hopefully they at least have Pikmin petting zoo like I always wanted.
Oh my god. Or some
That'd be cool.
Pikmin simulator where I can control the Pikmin and have them do some various things for me and stuff because they're so cute.
Oh my god.
Or they could have some dudes dressed in the little Pigman outfits. I don't care. I'll
Oh my
pet them.
god.
What the hell?
They'll probably do something like put like goats or bunny rabbits or something with like little flowers on their heads or something. I don't know.
Or I don't know, put like or dress up some little mice and have them running around the freaking
Oh my
place, looking like Pikmin. So when they run around, you're like, look, it's a Pikmin.
That's too
I don't
funny.
know. I'm silly like that. I don't know. I'd be thinking up some stuff though.
What kind of food would they have? Like, I bet you they would have like the smoothies, like how they
Well-
have in Pikmin 3, like everything is like made of fruit and everything. That would be
Oh
pretty
yeah, that
Yeah.
would make sense.
Hey, we can get Jason on that one because he can give us some drinks for the adults because he already
Yeah.
made some drinks. For
He
good.
cranks out those
He
drinks.
be cranking out there and get the Donkey Kong. I want the Bowser drink. Just
Yeah,
like,
that one was the best
That
one.
The Bowser drink, yeah. He's pretty good. He should
Yeah.
like cater and
hey,
stuff.
hey, you need to patent that, homie.
Like for
No, I'm
real
just kidding.
though.
Well, he can't because
He can't, yeah, Nintendo property, but and they would have like Lon milk, you know, have like
Oh,
some,
there you go, Lon
some
milk.
coconut milk with like some little extra alcoholic things for the adults.
You know,
That place is gonna be like overrun with adults.
It is. I bet
It
you
is.
there's gonna be more adult people there.
kids,
Definitely.
they have so many more adults like acting like kids, dressed up and shit, and all
Oh
the
my
little
god.
costumes and whatnot. Oh, you'll see
Amazing.
Princess Peach running around and Mario and Luigi running around and stuff, and their little the people who wearing the costumes.
Yep.
We'll definitely see like Bowser and stuff.
Oh,
and Yoshi
they'll
and all
probably
that.
have like a Mario Tennis, Mario Golf.
That
Yeah, all
would be
that
so.
stuff.
Oh, putt golf, Mario.
Yeah,
putt-putt
exactly. Like
golf.
Mario Putt Putt, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
That would
Stuff
be
like
so cool.
It only makes sense.
It really makes sense.
I mean, they have endless possibilities as far as like what they could use in their various different franchises. Like, can you imagine walking into Metroid area where you get to see Samus rolling around in the little thing? And then like that whole area is just nothing but space and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And you can do like laser tags.
Laser
tag,
tag, yes, we on the same page.
Yes, so like I mean, there's
Metroid
endless
laser tag.
possibilities.
I would love it. Oh my god.
I'm just saying, there's endless possibilities with
Yep.
with you know this whole
Yeah.
concept. So I don't know why they didn't do it sooner, so I could enjoy it while I was still a kid. But that's okay. That
I
is
can
okay.
enjoy it now.
I can still enjoy it.
Because they finally understand that their audience is getting older and they're not gaining a younger audience, and what better way than to make a theme park
Oh my
Right.
god.
and
To
to start
gain-
making movies and stuff like that, because they gotta get these kids exposed somehow, because they sure as hell aren't buying their home console.
Yeah,
Oh,
because the only
yeah.
way
Yeah.
for now, like you got the adults who have grew up with Nintendo, and if you got them who are, if they're avid Nintendo fans, they'll raise their children as avid Nintendo fans. But outside of that, it's like by themselves, no. It's not
yeah.
happening. So you got to get them, acquainted, get the movies
Yeah.
out there, this Nintendo Land thing going on. So it'll get more
Yeah.
exposure, definitely.
It's
Yeah.
awesome. I've always wanted a
Maybe
real life
we'll get to
Nintendo
see some
Land,
third-party characters
Yeah.
float through there once in a while.
Isn't like Ubisoft or something trying to make a theme park too?
Are they?
Ubisoft.
I thought they were.
Really?
Like an
I hope
Assassin's
not.
Creed ride or something.
Okay, no, stop.
I don't know if I would be down for. I don't really
I'm
care.
sorry, I'm not feeling it, but whatever. If they do,
I don't really care that much about too many Ubisoft IPs for that, but some
Right.
people do.
Yeah.
Some people do go ham for Ubisoft. I don't really see it, but some people
I
do.
ain't mad at them or nothing, but it's just like,
I
Yeah.
like their characters. They're not timeless though.
yeah, they're not.
yeah.
After a while, you'll just be like, okay, what?
Because each, like Assassin's Creed, for instance, each one for the most part has a different character. So like,
Right.
they
There's
don't
no
get
mainstay
multiple
assassin.
games. It's not like Mario
Right.
where he has like 2,000 games.
Right. But like, if Nintendo decides to dive into like movies as well, then they've got
Yeah,
like,
which
the
they are.
smartphone
They've already
stuff.
said as much.
That's gonna be hype. So like, they're gonna have
Yeah.
like the movies. They're gonna have like the theme park attractions. And
Because
then they're gonna
animated
have,
movies
like,
are like the most
smartphone
popular
stuff.
movies right now.
Animated movies, yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves them.
Oh my god! Whatever they finally decide to like actually get a movie going, they're gonna make a killing.
Yeah, definitely. I get that they're still scared from that shitty Mario movie they made before, but like,
Let
I
it go.
seriously doubt that's ever gonna happen again.
Yeah, I think
That
they learned
Mario
I
movie
think
was
they
pretty
learned their
terrible.
lesson for the most
It
part.
was bad.
It shouldn't have. First of all, it shouldn't have been like real life. It shouldn't have been live action or anything.
No Nintendo
Yeah.
stuff should be live action.
Yeah,
Like-
you already have.
You're already limiting yourself with live action.
Yeah. Because it doesn't even make sense because none of your games are live action.
Like
Right.
you have the cartoon, background thing. You should be having like a Pixar esque type
Yeah.
show, like cartoon related or something. Don't go live action when your shit is already cartoon related.
Exactly.
Right.
No need to do that.
Pixar and DreamWorks is where they need to stay.
Like it's just kind of like with Sly Cooper having his own movie and Ratchet and Clank. They didn't
Ratchet's
go
getting
live
his movie
action.
now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Then you got Sonic over here trying to do live action with like.
Oh,
Smurfs.
I heard it's
Is
a
that
mix.
really live action though?
It's a
Apparently.
mix of live action and real, like Roger Rabbit style.
No,
basically.
stop it.
Real live action with the cartoon action. It's like, dude, stop. No,
That hasn't been hot since Space Jam. They need
it
to.
hasn't been hot since Cool
They
World.
don't got Michael Jordan in there, so it's not gonna work.
Like, and if anybody even knows what Cool World is, then you
Yeah,
just,
that's old.
You know your age.
That's old. I think
Like,
that
I'm
was
just
before
saying.
Roger Rabbit, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, I think Roger Rabbit was first and Cool World came out sometime later.
Ah, okay, I got you. Yeah. I don't know, but Nintendo Land is gonna be hot fire. I can't wait till they bring it to the States.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
So,
you can call me a kid if you want to. I don't care. I'm geeked.
Like, I am geeked. I don't care how old I get. Like,
I don't
Nintendo
care.
Land and the possibility of Nintendo Land is always gonna
Like this
excite
has
me.
always been something I've always wanted. So I'm
And-
totally geeked.
Right. And then, like, when they actually came out with the Nintendo Land pack-in game, I was like, yo, They
Yeah.
gotta do this
You see a
IRL.
blueprint.
They gotta do it. Maybe that was like a sign. Like maybe that was them telling us like, yo, we're gonna be doing this for real. Pretty hype.
Nintendo is fairly sneaky with their shit.
Yeah, like when they do good things, like it's good.
They keep it under
Yeah.
wraps and they tell you all at once and you're like blown away, like, oh my god, Nintendo is Nintendo again.
Like, oh my god, yeah, you get so excited.
Like, this is the excitement of Nintendo, is when they do something right and you're
Yeah.
just like, yes,
Yeah.
that's the Nintendo I remember. Getting it right.
This is
This is what we
getting it
mean
right.
when we're talking about how Nintendo used to be. Is like when they say they're gonna do something, they follow through. They have everything ducks in a row. It looks good on paper and in physical form, and you're just like, yes.
Yes.
That's what we be talking about as old fogies.
I don't care because I'm gonna be throwing bows at Universal Studios to those attractions, so it's all good. I don't care if you
We gotta go together. Me and you gotta go together.
Yes.
We gonna set this thing up. I'm gonna take video, cameras, everything. Y'all gonna see it from the start to the finish, because I'm gonna act like a freaking idiot.
And me and Kuuppon gonna be throwing bows to them 8-year-olds. Like, look,
Like, move on, get out of here. I'm a clothesline people. Forget both. You getting clothesline. You in my way.
I am a long-time Nintendo fan. Okay, I'm a veteran. Get out of my way.
I've been here since day one. Come on.
I've been waiting for this 20 plus years. What about you, one?
You don't even waiting 5 or 6. You ain't even been waiting any years. You just heard about it last year. Shut up. Get out.
Oh my god, so funny. Well, we're obviously very excited about Nintendo Land.
But it's all good. I like being excited. This is what it's all about. Okay.
I'm so excited, man.
Heads up, I'm playing a game and I'm still on the same level.
Talking about Nintendo Land. Oh my god.
Messed up.
So I guess we'll go ahead and segue over to the Nintendo Selects games, which actually released today.
Woo-hoo!
Today, yeah.
And I think we got a pretty decent selection, to be honest.
Yes.
And the interesting thing about the Nintendo Select games that came out today is that we have like some last gen games that also came out for Nintendo Selects, which is interesting because I don't think that's happened before.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. So I'll go ahead and go down a list of what Nintendo Select games came out. So Super Mario 3D World, which I think is pretty damn good for $20.
Oh, hell yeah.
$20, that's a steal.
And you know what? One thing I didn't know also about the Select games is that they're also the same price digitally. So that is damn good.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I thought they were physical only, but they're physical and digitally $20.
Okay, cool. So there
It wouldn't
you
make
go.
sense to have it physically cheaper.
Right. It wouldn't make sense.
It's physically cheaper.
But then at the same time, this is Nintendo we're talking about. They do stuff
Yeah,
like
they do
that
some
all
strange
the time.
things at times. You're just like,
That's
why?
true.
So 3D World is out for $20 now as a Nintendo Select. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is $20.
Awesome game.
Yes, Pikmin 3 $20, which I would personally recommend.
That's the
Pikmin.
dud. That's the dud right there.
No,
Okay, I'm gonna need you to chill out.
Chill out.
I
Stop.
need you to calm down.
Exactly. Calm down. I would just need you to calm down. As someone else would say at certain times of certain situations, but let's move on. So NES Remix Pack is going to be $20. So I guess that's what NES Remix 1 and 2 together.
Yeah, together. Yeah.
And I should also note that NES Remix 1 and 2 are sold separately on the digital eShop. And they're $10 a piece. So if you don't want to buy the whole package for $20, you can just buy 1 or 2 for $10 a piece on the eShop, which I thought was pretty interesting. That's pretty cool if you're into that. And they also have some Nintendo 3DS games selects, which are The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, $20. I think that's pretty damn good. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D for $20. Mario Party Island Tour for $20, which I actually heard was a really good Mario Party game, unlike Mario Party 10.
3DS.
We don't talk about that. It's another one of those Nintendo Selects that aren't really so selectable.
Oh god, but I heard Island Tour was good, is what I'm saying.
No, not that one. I'm talking about.
Oh,
freaking-
Mario Party 10.
Yeah, we don't talk about that one.
Not so selectable. Oh my god.
Not so selectable.
I love it. Yes. And of course, I think this one is a womp. New Yoshi's Island is $20.
Please no.
Yeah, that
on
game wasn't
Nintendo
that good.
3DS. That one I think is a womp, whatever. But if you into that, You know what I'm saying? Do what you do.
Enjoy.
You know what I'm saying? It's $20. It's what it is. What it is.
Yeah.
And they also have some Wii games, you know, which I said earlier. It's kind of weird that they would go back a generation for Nintendo Selects, but they did. So Super Mario Galaxy 2 is going to be $20 on the Wii, which is interesting because on the Wii, when the Wii had their turn for Nintendo Selects, the original Super Mario Galaxy was the Select at the time. So it's interesting that they're bringing out 2 for $20, which I guess makes sense too, because isn't 2 on the Wii Shop, or was
It's
that the
already
first
on
one?
the virtual console.
I thought that was the first one, or what? Maybe it was the second.
They're
I think
both
it was.
there.
You know what? I think it was the second one that they brought to the virtual console.
Yeah, they brought. I think you can get both now.
Interesting. So that's a good deal. $20. Consider that Nintendo games is like they really don't go on sale.
Yeah, you gotta wait for these Nintendo Select ones.
Oh my god, that's so crazy, right? And then for Wii, they're releasing Animal Crossing City Folk for $20. Donkey Kong Country Returns on Wii for $20, and Super Mario All Stars for $20 on Wii. Which I actually might get Super Mario All Stars because I missed it on the Wii.
Yeah, I couldn't find one on the Wii.
Yeah, so I'm glad that it's coming in as a select, and you know you could play it backwards compatible on the Wii U. So I might actually scoop that one. All of these I pretty much already have except for that, and I don't have Super Mario Galaxy 2. And I don't have NES Remix, which I don't care about anyway. So I guess the only ones I'll probably get are like Super Mario Galaxy 2 and All Stars. I don't really care about Animal Crossing, so I'm not getting it either. But whatever. So do you guys have any of these games, or are you planning on getting them?
I picked up All Stars. Pretty much all the other ones I already have.
Right.
And the 3DS ones, I don't really care about. But they're all really good, except for like NES Remix is kind of whatever.
Right.
But 3D World and Donkey Kong, those ones are like really good. I think like those are must-owns.
Yeah, 3D World and Donkey Kong are definitely up there for me, and as well as Pikmin 3. I'm just a huge Pikmin fan. I think that's a really good one. Also,
I have it. I got it for free when they had that Mario Kart promotion.
Right.
I picked Pikmin. I'm not a big fan, but at least I didn't pay for it.
Oh man, see, you hating Pikmin is dope. But I don't know. I don't think you can go wrong with either. I think they
for $20 though, you really cannot lose.
But you know what's crazy? In Europe, they had Lego City.
Yeah, they got
Lego
City.
Undercover. Like what?
I want that game. That game is so hard to find.
I mean, I have it, but I feel salty for anybody who wanted it but couldn't get it because it's so rare and it's super expensive elsewhere.
Like me. I one online is like $100.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I heard. I was like, that's some boo boo.
That's so
for
crazy.
a Lego game. No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna drop this money though?
But yeah, that's good for them though. Lego City Undercover was actually a surprisingly good game.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. That's why I want to try it, but there's no way it's $100 good.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, like it's good, but I wouldn't pay $100. Like it's actually surprisingly good because you know usually like the Lego games are entertaining, but they're not really. I wouldn't really consider them like standout titles, but they're good. Yeah. But Lego City, like one of the best games on the Wii U to me, in my opinion. It's like the epitome of what a sandbox game should be. Like it's a huge world. Like it's pretty dope. Lots of stuff to do. And
that's good. That must mean it's the best Lego game then.
It is the best Lego game. Well, from what I've played. I have only played a couple of those. So, I would definitely scoop it up if you live in Europe.
Yeah, for that price, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Right. So, it was pretty good. But, Kuuppon, did you pick up any select games today?
Yeah, I got the Pikmin, and I also got what is that? The Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time is good. That's nice. See, I have Ocarina of Time 3D as well. I think it's pretty good. It's a really good remaster, I think, of the game.
Yeah, I think I was looking at that one, but I might just get it on the virtual console, like the N64 version. I don't know. Because like in Canada, these select games are not $20; they're $30. So
Yeah. Nah, that's
Don't
So
worry
wait,
about too many of them.
Nintendo Selects are $30 in Canada?
Yeah, I guess because of our exchange rate, but really they should only be 25, not 30. But for some reason they're charging 30.
Mmm.
that's not good.
Yeah, that part sucks. For $20, I would just picked up the Ocarina then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well that sucks. And then Canada doesn't have like Gamers Club unlocked either, so
Yeah, we don't got that. That shit is awesome.
that is awesome.
Oh my god, that sucks.
I definitely don't disagree. But anyway, moving on. I think that's enough with that Nintendo Select games. So for I guess the last topic we're going to be talking about is for the Nintendo handheld patent, which is weird. It's a very weird patent.
Yeah.
They've been patenting a lot of like weird things lately. Like there was the one thing with the controller that's supposed to have like the whole controller is basically supposed to be like a display. And
Right.
then, you know, like the one patent, I guess that's the same patent too, where like the triggers aren't really triggers, they're like scroll wheels or something, like mice on computers. And
Yeah, you scroll them.
there was some other patents, I think, that were supposedly connected to the NX as well, that was showing some kind of like server thing, some kind of hub that's supposed to connect to the NX or something. It looked like it's supposed to represent the cloud or something like that. It was just some weird patents that Nintendo has been kind of like doing for like the last, I guess, like 2 years or so. And so another one has surfaced, and it's basically supposedly a handheld patent that has some kind of infrared camera and distance sensor. And I'm going to be reading this from Nintendo enthusiast Mr. Sean Long wrote it. Shout out to Sean Long. And this is the blurb. It says Nintendo has been buzzing with patents so far in 2016, and the new one has been discovered today that could possibly be NX related if the device is allegedly to be a hybrid containing a handheld unit. From what has been gathered so far, the patent is for a device that is a handheld that will be able to recognize motions made by a person or object. The device uses an infrared sensor that will be based both on a camera and distance and can be triggered to make vibration and sound. While this may be just another patent that Nintendo is claiming, it will be interesting to see if any of this is used in the Nintendo NX in any way. So it sounds like Kinect in a handheld.
It sounds exactly like the Kinect.
A handheld connects.
But like, did they not learn from Microsoft? Like, the Kinect is not all that popular.
The Kinect.
I don't know if it'd be more, if people would take to it more if it was on a handheld, maybe. But I don't know. The Kinect was kind of a failed experiment, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, like the Kinect has some uses, you know. Like, I mean, when I had access to a 360, you know, like games involving motion were lit. Like me and my sister played the mess out of freaking Dance Central on the 360, and it was amazing. I think it's better than just Dance. Kinect was really good for that.
Yeah, it's good for those kind of games.
But like, as far as Kinect, it's kind of relegated to you just being too lazy to push your buttons on your controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what they use it for, just voice commands.
Yeah, it's kind of underutilized, but
Very. But people didn't take to it, so it's whatever.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's the reason why it was underutilized, but I mean, even still, I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. I mean, not to turn this into a Team Green podcast, but they kind of go hand in hand. It's like if you're not really doing much with it.
They never do their own.
They never do their own, so we'll take over too.
That's so funny. Oh man, the shot.
That's not shade. That is truth. Can't throw shade, but it's the truth.
You know what? You right about that. Team Green, get on it.
Just saying.
But like, if this patent is like a thing, it just kind of like what is it even gonna be used for? Like, because I'm looking at the patent right now, and there doesn't look to be like a camera or anything on it. So I guess it's like triggered just specifically by motion. I don't know, because if it was a thing where it at least had like some kind of camera on it or something, like maybe it would be a situation where like it had like facial recognition or something for like some kind of security system or something. But even that's kind of like so extra for like a gaming device, you know? Like I don't even know how this could even be used in games if that's even a thing. I don't even know what to make of this. Like, I don't know. it's just kind of weird. Like I don't even really know what to make of it. Like it's just another weird thing that they're doing again. Like the scroll wheels. I mean, I guess the scroll wheels could kind of be useful. Like if they're opting out of like analog triggers, or like it at least it gives some kind of like, I guess, degrees of control. But that's still kind of weird.
We lost Alex.
We lost Alex. No, Alex.
Oh, no.
But I guess we could continue on while Alex is figuring out whatever is going on with his stuff. So, I mean, do you have any ideas? Like, what could they be using
not
this
a freaking
for?
clue. Like, I'm just like, why exactly?
I don't get it.
This? Like, I don't get it. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And maybe they aren't doing nothing at all, and they just have a patent for whatever stupid reason people get patent.
You know, like a lot of the time, these companies will patent things, but they don't do anything with it.
Yeah, they don't do nothing with it. They just get a patent just in case.
Yeah,
you know, like future investment type of deal. Like, oh, remember that patent we got? How we can use it, you know, type of deal. So I'm gonna just say that and wait and see what they do with said patent.
Right. It makes sense too, because like Nintendo's been like mad secretive with like the NX and everything revolving around it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you know how they are too. Like they're really like protective of like their stuff. So it's like if they patent something, or like it's probably just kind of like to cover like their butt. You know what I mean? So it's like Alex said he's gonna try and restart his computer. But yeah, it's probably like just one of those kind of situations where they're just patenting things to like cover their butt. Cause like I still get like emails from Nintendo, cause you know like they send out like press emails and stuff, just letting people know when they win like lawsuits, which I think is kind of bizarre. Just I guess letting people know what's going on. And like they recently sent an email like a couple of weeks ago saying that they won some like copyright case regarding the Wii. Like the fact that these things are still going on and the Wii was so long ago was like
it's like a while ago. Like are we done yet? Like y'all still feeling some sort of way about it?
Right. So it's like it's probably just like mostly to cover their butt, or like just to kind of put ideas out there and stuff like that.
I mean, it makes sense to have a patent for something, even if you don't have an idea for what you're gonna do with it, and you just think it might work later on down the road. Like, get a patent for it, hold on to it, and use it when you figure out some shit, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that's probably what,
like, especially if you're a business, you're a big corporation and stuff. You can afford to do that, like buy it and save it for later type of deal.
Probably, but it's just so weird. Like it's like
it's Nintendo,
right?
That's what they do.
That's what they do. That's what they do. But it's just so weird because it's like all of these weird little patents. Like there's got to be something in whatever the NX is going to be that utilizes this stuff. Like there's got to be some kind of weird tech in
it, but they probably won't. They probably won't even let us know what it exactly is until later, once they figure out what they're going to do with it. Because I mean, it just seems that way. And then it seems like it seems like with how the Wii U is going and how they're getting like last minute things to come on it and stuff that we're just like with this Rhapsody program.
That is so random.
That's so random. It's like, dude, you're about to reveal the freaking NX and now you want to tell us you got a Rhapsody program? Like, you should have had from jump. Like, so it's letting me know that they hear us. They understand that we do want other features with the with the program and with the game system or whatever, but you just now realize that though.
That's so interesting. And
so with that being said, you got patents going on. Are you using them for the NX? What are you going to be using them for? Will you be utilizing them from jump, or will it be another we'll wait and see type of deal? I don't want you to wait and see. Like if you get a patent for something and you can implement it and it's useful, do it. Don't take I mean, I understand they got to be cautious because with their position, they can't just go be off, running out all willy-nilly and just throwing stuff together, because
that's true.
Not a lot of us we're not into the whole gimmick thing anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. It's like
you just don't want to do the gimmick thing anymore, and it's not to say that gimmicks are bad. It's just when they're not utilized correctly,
right?
You can't support it. You're just like no. Because it's like with the freaking, the Wii, like with the Wii, it came out with the motion controls. Great, nice, innovative, different. People enjoyed it for the most part, and other people weren't so hot about it.
Yeah.
In PlayStation, they did their version of it, wasn't so hot, and then Xbox did their version of it. Actually, pretty much it kind of
didn't
worked,
take
and then
off.
at the same time it wasn't utilized correctly either. It was like
Right.
mostly for dancing games and workout type games and stuff like
Right.
that, kids games or whatnot. And you're just
Right.
like, huh, what?
Exactly.
Stuff like that. So it's essentially, is it worth it?
Exactly.
That's the question you want to ask. Is any of this
Exactly.
stuff you're patenting or trying to get and use, is it going to be worth it in the long run? People going to
Exactly.
respond to it correctly,
Right. I'm glad you said that too, because I was just gonna say like okay, I understand that patents don't necessarily become in use, like they could just be something like you said, that they're just just patenting things just for the sake of covering their ass, because I mean they are a large corporation, and there's some legal things that come with these things, and they would have made sure that if something were to come to pass, then they're like, look, we have a patent, whatever.
Yeah.
But one thing that I can say is just based on all of these patents, because they're so weird, it's like I really hope that they're not just throwing all kinds of features inside of this thing just for the sake of trying to be
just
tech forward, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I hope that they're not just throwing everything in the kitchen sink in these things, just because for so many generations people have already been telling them that they're kind of behind the times and they need to get up to snuff with what's on the market and things like that.
Rush and put everything on
It's just
here.
weird that they put things no one asks for, and
Yeah,
the things
don't
that
do
people
that.
want, they refuse to do.
Exactly. It's just so weird.
We want some online gameplay. We want some features where we can maybe stream online a little bit here and there. Small little things here and there, basic stuff that you put on a game console. You don't want to give us that, but you want to give us
an
I
infrared
don't know.
camera and distance sensor.
Like
We
a
don't need
a freaking gamepad that has a mic on it and camera, so to speak, but we can't utilize it. What?
Exactly.
What? Excuse me? What? Things like that, stuff that contradicts what you were trying to do. You have a mic on your system, but we can't do voice chat, is what I'm saying. It's like, so why did you put the mic on there? So I can blow into the screen and get a platform to go up on Mario 3D
it
World?
doesn't make sense.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Right. So Alex, I mean, what do you think about the patent? Like, do you think maybe they're gonna use it, or do you think what could they even use it for if they did decide to use it, or like, what do you think?
Who knows? Maybe they want us to play a whole game by winking and blinking. Like, you never know with these guys. Like why? Exactly. Why should I blow into my gamepad to make a platform go up? It's weird.
Or some shit.
I hope it's not something they end up using. Like, Kinect is cool and all, but like it's not necessary, and it doesn't work that well. Maybe if it's on their controller, since it's closer to your face, it would work a little better, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I'd rather they focus on things people are actually asking them to do, like give us a proper account system, give us a better online, have streaming to YouTube and Twitch, and like not copyright everything, and like just basic things. That's what we like. Nobody's asking. Like, who said, "Hey, I want Kinect built into my controller"?
Yeah,
nobody said. Nobody asked.
Just the basic stuff that we normally,
Yeah,
us as video
it's just like,
gamers,
I don't understand why they have this. I don't know if they think they have to do these things, but it seems like they think they need to throw in gimmicky stuff just to get people to look their way. It's just like, no.
Like, you have the IPs. People already
you have
like
the IPs people would kill for. Like, I just don't get it. Like, there seems so when they do things like this, when I see these like weird patents, it just makes me feel like they're not confident in their own IP anymore.
Right. That's why I'm just hoping that whatever the NX is, that these patents are just patents, and that they're not just throwing everything in the kitchen sink inside just for the sake of doing
whatever
so.
These patents are coming out now, they're not going to be in the NX because it's coming out too soon.
Yeah.
Like at the earliest, it would be whatever comes out after the NX. So these kind of weird things like this Kinect thing, I don't think it would be in the NX.
Right.
And maybe that controller that's just a screen, but even that I doubt it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's they're putting out a lot of patents. There's no way they're all going to be on one console. I think they're just doing patents to try out stuff to see what they like and maybe put it into a future device, but I wouldn't really worry about it too much for the NX itself.
Oh yeah. I think that the NX is probably guaranteed to have a screen on the controller though.
Yeah.
Because
I think so.
all of these patents have some kind of display on them.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I've noticed. So
It looks
I
like they're
think
gonna go for the screen. Like, even though everyone and their fucking mother is telling them don't use the screen, nobody liked it. Like, but they're still gonna do it. So
I don't think that. I think that if the Wii U had more convincing library and more convincing technology, people would look at past the screen because it's still like a regular controller. It just has a screen, and then they've got like the Wii U gamepad. It's like most games use the gamepad. So
when you actually use the gamepad, it feels nice, and like it doesn't. It just, when you look at it and you've never actually used it, it looks like it's heavy. It looks like it's bulky. It looks like it's uncomfortable.
yeah,
But none of those things are true. Like, it's actually very comfortable. It's ergonomic, and it's fairly light. Obviously, the Pro Controller is way lighter, and I prefer my Pro Controller.
oh yeah, for sure.
But the gamepad, considering the size of it and the fact that it has a large screen on it, it's actually pretty light.
Yeah, because there's nothing in it. It literally
Yeah,
only
it's
streams.
pretty much empty.
Yeah, it's just like a streaming tool. That's it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but this infrared patent thing is really weird. I just wish that Nintendo would go ahead and talk about this thing already.
Yeah,
I don't even know if this is related to
pretty
the
much
NX
bet
or not.
This thing is
but
gonna come out by November.
I'm guaranteeing this thing is gonna come out this year.
This year.
Oh yeah,
It's got to.
it definitely is. I got some sources.
November before Black Friday.
Before Black Friday, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely.
snap! See,
That's
now
my
you
time
now
frame.
that is something. That's something. Now, why do you say before Black Friday?
Because if you're launching hardware and you miss the biggest shopping day in North America, you might as well pack up and go home.
Well, they've been packing up and going home willfully for the last couple of generations. so-
Yeah, but that was when they didn't have Kimishima in charge, the businessman. He's
That's
not going to miss
very
the biggest
true.
shopping day in the year.
That's very true. Kimishima has a very different mindset on
Yeah,
business.
he has a business mindset, and business mindset will tell you if you're launching a console, launch it in the week of the biggest shopping day of the year in America.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's it for the Nintendo handheld patent, which we don't know if it's related to the NX or not. Do we want to take out time for questions maybe? Because there's a couple people in my chat that did have questions before we do our close.
Yeah, definitely you could take some questions, no problem.
Yeah.
I know Bear Hugger asked me before if I think that the NX is gonna have.
Yeah, fanboys.
Who asked you about fanboys?
What else would he? I saw Real Gamer earlier. What else is he talking about?
But yeah, Bear Hugger asked me if I think that the NX is gonna have cartridges. I don't think so. I think that was a bunch of bullcrap.
I think that was kind of like, no. If they do.
I think it's interesting. I don't know if they're going to do it this gen, though. But cartridges actually, like, the technology behind cartridges is better than discs because they don't have to spin. You get the information immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And now cartridges can hold more information than discs because the disc is maxed out at 50 gigs.
Oh yeah.
You can get micro SD cards up to, like, I think it's 200 gigs now. So
Yeah.
it's definitely a benefit, I think. I think they're more expensive to manufacture. That's the only kind of downside.
Are
so
they
Nintendo
these
would...
days though? I mean,
I
nowadays
don't know.
are they still
I don't know if they're
expensive?
cheaper than discs though, because discs are like fairly cheap. I don't know if Nintendo would have to work out some sort of deal with these companies to buy it, because obviously Nintendo's going to make it proprietary and you have to buy it from them, and only they're going to make the money off it. So they're going to have to like make it competitive with the cost of a disc. Otherwise, these guys are just going to shy away because that's just extra money they have to spend to bring a game over to Nintendo. So I don't know. That's what I think. Anyways, they'd have to make the price competitive for it compared to a Blu-ray disc.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see them going back to cartridges. But then again, they've done stranger things. So
Yeah, definitely.
It's just like there's so many rumors saying that NX is gonna have a handheld and a console together. There's no way you're gonna fit a spinning disc in a handheld.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
So,
also
like,
true.
a cartridge makes sense in that aspect because then you could just pop the cartridge out and put it into the home console, and it would save them on the actual console because you don't need to put a Blu-ray drive in.
Yeah.
So that would bring the cost down. Like, there's a lot of reasons why they should do it. Will they? I don't know. I think they should, to be honest. As long
That's
as they
an
can
interesting
keep the price
viewpoint.
competitive. That's the only thing.
Yeah, they're gonna have to keep them games at 60 or whatever
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
be. They can't be
Because
over.
they can't be going any higher. Like, goddamn. Especially when it comes to Nintendo titles, because, like, let's be real, they're not the most graphically intensive and they don't really have all the feature set. personally, I don't think they should charge as much as other companies do because they're not investing as much money into the game. So why should you pay as much? But on the flip side, they're not charging you extra for all that DLC and shit as much. So.
Right. But at the same time, remember that if Nintendo does what they need to do to get at least some third parties on board, are they going to be down to making cartridge-based games? Because they have to fit the bill for that as well, aside from Nintendo.
Right.
Now that's the question, because that's the reason why they stopped developing on the Nintendo 64, because they didn't want to deal with cartridges because they were so expensive. But that was back then, so I'm like, I don't really know what the market is now.
They would have to make the cost of buying the cartridges off of them the same cost as it is for them to buy a Blu-ray disc.
Yeah.
Because if they're, let's say for instance, it's $1 to buy a Blu-ray disc. I don't know what the actual cost is, but and then the NX cartridge is $2.
Right.
So if you're buying in bulk, you're spending twice as much money to put the same game on top of most likely not making your money back because the fan base, you don't know if they're going to show up, right? So that's going to cause a lot of problems. So they have to make it competitive, if not even cheaper. Mm-hmm. But there's the added bonus that you would get to if it is a the card, for instance, you'd be able to use it on the handheld and the home console. That's 2 markets, so it's a lot more options to make money, I guess. I think it's a good idea if they do it.
I got another question from Machine Gun Funky, and he says, Nia, do you
like
agree do you agree that Nintendo should spend that $1 billion from the park on third-party exclusives for the Nintendo?
No, I want my park.
I want my park.
I want my park.
I want my park. Not even gonna lie.
If the park means less games for you, then too bad. So sad. I want the park.
I think there's people out there.
I actually think the park means more games. Because the park is going to bring in buku money.
It's gonna bring in
the park will bring more money. The park will bring people more. They'll get people more reacquainted with Nintendo again. So that'll lead them. Everything they're doing right now is to lead them back to the console. That's all it is.
Exactly. Everything is to go back to their devices. So if they make mad money on this amusement park, that is going to mean more games. And I am cool with that.
Yep.
Let's see. I also have another question. I think this is actually going to be the last question I take unless Alex and Kuuppon have a question on their end.
I had to shut mine down.
She's not streaming. I'm sorry. Oh, he took his down. So this will be the last question of the podcast. It is from TDude73 on Twitch, and he says, do you think Nintendo should remove the Power PC and replace it with x86 and or ARM processors without the NX hardware?
They have to use x86.
They need to use x86.
They are at a constant disadvantage when it comes to third parties even looking their way to put games. They have to make it harder. Everything in their power to make it as easy as possible for these guys to port their games over.
Right. I agree.
They
need to make it super easy for no excuses.
No
PC, Xbox One, and PS4 all use x86. You don't want to be the odd guy out. That's what's happening right now. They are the odd guy out. They're the only one using PowerPC because yes, the Xbox 360 uses PowerPC, but they're not getting as many games anymore.
Definitely not. And I know a lot of people are saying that I've heard some people say that Nintendo shouldn't stop using PowerPC because it's less expensive to use, but Nintendo just gonna have to take the low for the NX. Like they can't afford to be the odd man out anymore. Like this is literally like their last stand. Like it is.
They proved it this generation they can't handle it themselves, and like you can't really expect them to hold down a console on their own. That's ridiculous. They have to have people helping them, and like every time they put up another barrier for third parties not to put their games on, that's another problem. They got to avoid these kind of problems.
Exactly. And like a lot of people are like, well, Nintendo can handle it by themselves, and I mean they probably could. They probably could.
Yeah.
They probably could, but people have to remember that when they were doing it by themselves from the Nintendo 64 to now, they had something else. It wasn't a lot, but they had something else.
My thing is, why would you want Nintendo to do it by themselves?
Why would you want them to do it?
Why
they're not a big
to have
company.
To struggle? They're not that big a company.
You know what happens when they're stretched thin? You get Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. You get Mario Power Tennis. You get Kirby Epic. What the fuck was it called? Kirby's Rainbow Curse.
Rainbow Curse.
You get those kind of games when they're stretched thin. I don't understand why anyone would want that. You want them to have their own games that they're making on their own time and let other people fill the gap so you can get
Exactly.
quality games.
Yeah.
That's why you bought their damn console for, not some bullshit.
Right. I don't want Nintendo stretch thin. I want
Excited.
them to have
Yeah.
like third-party games so that they can work on what they want to work on and not have to
Right.
worry about trying to get them out too early or like
Right.
taking
Or
stuff
rushing.
out, and like I want them to be able to focus on their great games and still have the support so that their
Yeah, the
consumers
last
are
thing
satisfied.
you want is for them to be rushing to fill gaps because there's no one else there.
Look at Splatoon.
Yeah.
They rushed Splatoon out and brought the content out like in
Later,
waves
yeah.
just because there was nothing else
there was
coming
nothing
out.
to do. Like Splatoon was probably supposed to come out later, but they had to fill a gap because they had nothing for like since January. There was nothing
Right.
at that time. So
Exactly.
like, why would people want that?
I don't.
That's
I
what
definitely don't. I
understand.
definitely don't want that. But
Yeah.
there's some people out there that think that Nintendo are like the Superman of freaking gaming, and they've
Nah.
done some great things, but they're stretched thin at this point. Like they
Yeah.
can't
They
keep
had
doing
their
it
time to
anymore.
shine, and now they gotta learn how to do
Like
stuff.
they're stretched so thin right now. They don't even have enough people to bring over virtual console games. That's why they come out so
Exactly.
slow. They specifically said we can't bring them out because we have to pull people off our new games to do it. It's like
Right.
these guys are stretched thin,
They are
Yeah.
stretched very thin.
and it's because they have no help.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So if you're an up and coming developer or whatnot, go to Nintendo for us, please. So we can go ahead and get these games out. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
They need to just start buying up all these indie studios. And speaking of
Yeah.
indie studios, freaking Two
Yeah.
Tribes is dying. Well, not dying, but they're
They're
retiring.
retiring.
Yeah, like no, go get them.
Go buy them and get them to make like
And
ice
that
climbers
game,
or
what's the
something.
game?
Rive.
Rive. Oh my
Rive, that's
god,
gonna be
that
great.
game though.
That's gonna be great.
I'm totally getting. I'm a double.
That game looks really
Yeah.
fun.
I wasn't feeling Tokitori, but I think Rive is gonna be great.
Rive, it looks fun. It looks fun.
Yeah, Tokitori is not up my alley,
Yeah.
but Rive, I like the demo.
Right. So Nintendo, like, help yourself out and go buy these. Like, I'm pretty sure Two Tribes would love to work under the Nintendo umbrella.
Mhm.
They've been
Yeah.
working across like with Nintendo for like years now. The original Tokitori, I think, was on like what, the Game Boy or something like that. Game Boy or something. It was on one
I
of
don't
those.
know. And
But
Way
it was
Forward,
old.
get Shantae.
Get Shantae.
Mhm. Get Shantae, please do.
They should have been getting.
They should have
Yacht
been
Club
got
already.
Shantae.
Like,
Yeah, Shantae should have been a
they
thing.
should have bought Yacht Club before Shovel Knight went to the other companies.
Yep. And they
Oh
should have
my
got
God, yeah.
Shannon.
Yeah, Shinin, Yacht Club, Way Forward. Like these guys make games that cater to Nintendo
Renegade
audience.
Kid.
Like why not bring them into the fold? Yeah, exactly. Renegade Kid as well.
I would have said Platinum, but now I don't want them to get them anymore.
I like Platinum the
I
way
kind
they
of
are.
like
'Cause they're-
Platinum where they are now. Yeah,
them
because
do
They're
whatever they want.
like devs for hire. They just
Yeah.
Yeah, let them do what they
that's why I
want.
was like, at a time I wanted them to have Platinum, but
Yeah.
now kind of like that they spread it out, that they can
Mhm.
go to different
they
consoles.
they
and
brought me my
They're doing a
Transformers
lot.
game with Activision.
stuff. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is
Yes,
coming. We get to
they're
see
bringing me
Nier.
my
We get to see
Turtle game.
Scalebound. All these other games
Yeah.
that are on all sorts of platforms. So I'm cool with them being branched out
Yeah.
as they are.
They seem to actually work better when they have
Yeah.
that free reign. Actually,
And
you
then
know?
who would have thought that they would be like they would be doing this? Like like they just suddenly came out of nowhere just doing all these projects. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Like, when did y'all start
Platinum is-
hiring all these dudes?
Like
when did y'all
Platinum
get
is
that
out
many?
there. They getting the business done.
Right? They making money, I bet too.
Yeah, they like,
Yep.
hey, yeah, you need help? Cool, I'll help.
Activision seems to have a very good partnership with Platinum.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
They've made several games together already.
Who knows? Platinum might be the future.
Let's just hope Activision doesn't buy them.
Oh
but-
no!
Yeah, I hope they don't
As
get
long as
bought.
they contract with them and give them that initial money, then they good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I hope
that's
they
that's
become
all
a
that
really
matters.
big group in the future. For
Yeah,
gaming.
for sure.
Fill in some of these gaps that some of these other companies are kind of leaving open since they're leaving and
Yeah.
whatnot. Unfortunately, people are getting fired.
Oh yeah.
And that's sad, though, that
That's
people are
sad.
getting fired.
Very
and I don't
sad.
understand why people would be proud of that or happy
Right.
of that. So.
It's sad that people are getting fired. It's sad that the Tokitori developers feel like they have to get out of the market because
Yeah.
because they feel like they're being pushed out, like they don't belong here anymore.
Yeah,
like, that's
and
just
that's
so
sad.
sad.
But I mean,
sucks.
at least they are leaving on an.
The
on
thing,
a
I-
good
the
note.
I don't understand is like they're about to launch a game which is completely different than their other games, but yet they want to leave now. I
What
don't.
if they
I don't
change
get
their
it.
mind after this?
I think that's a good
'Cause,
way
like,
to know though. If you're gonna go out, might as well go out with a bang. If you don't
Yeah.
feel like you're gonna make it, anywhere,
I
don't go out
guess,
on a
but
low
like
note.
that game is
but-
like such a drastic change for them. You would
Yeah,
think
it
they'd
is.
want to see what's gonna be next, but I guess they just don't want to.
That's true.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess it like with the business, it is pretty cutthroat out there, especially
Yeah,
considering.
like,
So I don't know.
I don't know. I just think like it would make more sense to announce that kind of thing after you see the sales of Rive.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
see what's going on with it, and then like,
It's like what
make
if
an announcement.
Rive? What if Rive is a hit and they make a lot of money? They're gonna say, "Oh, we're not retiring now."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then you look like you're just kind of flip flopping around. It's like, okay, well, make up your minds now, you guys. Are you in or are you out?
I just thought it was really weird timing because the game's not even out yet.
Yeah,
I know.
true.
It's so interesting, right?
But I mean, hey, for the most part, people who maybe if they do see some kind of, I don't know, something, maybe they'll stick around. People
Yeah.
support. I don't know.
They're also the people who made swords and soldiers. I didn't know they made swords. So they made
Oh, they made
Tokitori
that?
2, Tokitori, Edge, which was I heard was a good game. They made swords and soldiers, and they made
I have that
game
one.
Rush. I didn't know that. They're the same people.
Oh, okay.
So they actually make decent games.
I just thought they made Tokitori.
Yeah, I just thought I forgot that they made swords and soldiers. I thought somebody else made that. So I don't know, but good luck to them. You know, their retirement. Hopefully, they find something that suits their taste more so
Who
when they
knows?
get out of the
Maybe
development
they just
company.
retire from that, and maybe they might find another area where they go to, and
Yeah,
they're just not going to be called the what's their names again? I
two
forgot.
tribes.
Two tribes.
Two
Maybe it won't be
tribes.
two tribes. There'll be three now. Who knows?
Maybe they'll come back as something else. Who
As
knows?
something
We don't
else.
know this. But I think we should go ahead and close it here.
Yeah, I think
All right.
Go ahead and do
good.
our outros. Alex, go ahead and give your outro.
Before you get better.
What is going on, people? ActivesiN here. This was episode 2
Two.
of Team Red Talks Nintendo, the best team on Reboot, the best group on YouTube. And we bring it to you every week as we always plan to do. And I hope you all had a good time talking Nintendo with us because we all love Nintendo here. And if you're in the chat and you don't like Nintendo, I hope we made you like Nintendo.
Hopefully, Nintendo Land IRL changes your mind.
Yeah.
Because that real life Nintendo
That
shit, that's
Nintendo
gonna be
life.
amazing.
It's gonna be hype.
Oh, yeah. 2024 years.
Yes. It's gonna fly by, I bet.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you think about it every day. Then not so much.
True.
It's currently in the state of where you get hyped for it for a moment, and then you forget, and then get hype again. Like, oh yeah, I forgot all about it. It's so hype.
It's
So
all right,
excited.
You're fake. You're fake. You didn't even know.
All right, Kuuppon, go ahead and do your sign out.
Well, I'm the gaming diva, still gaming, and yeah, it is what it is. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hopefully, we'll be able to do this again at our usual time. It was my fault. I'll take the blame. I wasn't feeling good, but it is what it is. And yeah, come back again. Bye.
All right, everybody, it's your girl Nia, the video game her. Shout outs to all of my other Reboot Gaming fam, Team Blue and Team Green. Step
Whack.
it up. Step it up. Step it up. But Team Red all day, baby. Let's go. Team Red Talks Nintendo, and we are out.
Yo.
Peace.
Peace to the Middle East.